Do it.
This is what she sees before she does it. Hey, do it.
You are now tuned to the Mentality Show.
Like a rapist.
Simply telling it how it is. Have you ever wanted to be a fly on the wall and know what men think? Here's the show for you. Listen and enjoy.
Keep the music going, Tech. Can you keep the beat going? Can you keep that beat going, Tech?
No.
Okay.
He already busted a nut.
Harder, deeper. Oh, that's all I got. What's up, everybody? What's up, all you mentalities out there? We are here live. That is our new intro. We're working on it. It's going to get better. But you were working on a lot of things here. You are here in our homes, as it's been since, I guess, for the past 9-10 months now. We are doing our show live from the crib. We are so happy to be here with you tonight and every Wednesday night at 6 p.m. You got me, Delano, you got Bato V, Scully, KC, Tech C. They are all here tonight. We're going to get into a lot of things here tonight. As you know, if you want to catch all of our shows and our past shows, you can catch us on iTunes and all that. We'll get into that. We'll actually get into how you can catch our shows. And if you want to say some things tonight, if you want to chime in on what we're going to talk about, hit us up at _mentality_show. Leave us a comment. I got Tech C and KC standing by to read those comments. If they're funny, we'll put them on the air. If they make sense, we'll put them on the air. But if there's some dumb shit, we'll still put it on the air. That's how we do it here. So again, thank you for joining us. So good to be here. Today's show, we're going to cover, I kind of told you guys this. We don't really like to get into politics on this show, but we got a man in office now that, how could you not cover the dumb shit he does? It's like every week, every Wednesday, as a matter of fact, right at 5 p.m., he does some dumb shit so that we can talk about it at 6 p.m. So we're going to talk about the 10 things or so, the 10 dumbest or most controversial things our current president, being Donald Trump, has done during his presidency. And guess what? We're a show. We don't just get on Trump here. We actually have a Ted Cruz, a Josh Hawley type guy on our show. And that's my man, Scully. He's going to defend all these Trumpisms, all this dumb Trump shit that he's done. And if you like to defend Trump, hey, chime in. If you want to chime in on the dumb shit he's done, look at Scully. He's ready. Damn, Scully, you got skills, man. Hey, chime in and we're going to talk about it. But, Scully's been, Scully, the thing about Scully, he's not a Trump supporter. He's not really a supporter of anyone. He just stands up for, something America. He feels like he needs to stand up for. So for the record, he's not a Trump supporter, okay? And he'll let you know how he feels. So, gentlemen, we have a list here. I have a list. You have your list. I'm going to start off with mine. Number one. I'm just going to kind of go in order here. The grab her by the pussy gate. Okay. As we know, when Donald Trump was a candidate for president, so he wasn't president yet. When he was running for president, he made a comment to a television host, I think his name was Bush, who ended up getting fired for this, for just laughing at this comment. But Trump said that he loves being a man in power. He loves being a celebrity because he can just go up to a woman and grab her by the pussy. Grab her by the pussy. Now, that was before the whole Me Too movement began, I believe. Now, in the era of Me Too, you can't say things like that. Maybe before Me Too, you can say it and get away with it and become president. But now it sounds even more chauvinist to say something like that. It's kind of fucked up to say something like that. That's like a woman saying, I love being a celebrity. I can just go up to a man and just grab him by the dick. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Scratch that. That would be a wonderful thing.
Oh my God.
But as a man, you can't say shit like that. Okay. So, gentlemen, your thoughts. Grabbing women by the pussy. Can you do that as a celebrity? Is that the right thing to do? How do you feel about Donald Trump saying that dumb shit?
Man, you can't do that shit, period, man. What the fuck? You're going to get arrested for that shit. But if you have money, money's going to fucking buy you whatever the fuck you want, man. So This is the reason why he's still in power. This is the reason why he's still
Weinstein
around.
had money.
He's
Weinstein-
trying to he's showing the world that money buys liberty, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So that's my opinion on that shit. People can say whatever the fuck they want to say, as long as you don't act on what you said, you're good to go. You know what I mean?
Well, Weinstein had money too, and he grabbed women by the pussies. And
Well, that's what I'm saying. So the people that have money, they try to take advantage of people who don't have money. They can't defend themselves. They have all these fucking people in power. It's like you shoot them a little fucking money, little corruption shit. Hey, let me go and I'm out. You know what I mean? So that's my opinion.
Well, he didn't get out. He's in jail. He's definitely rotting in jail. But he tried all those non-disclosure agreements and tried to get away with it, and for years and years and years, and it finally caught up to him. But he did get away with it for a little while because of his money. And look where he is now. Same thing with Bill Cosby. Money.
There it is.
You can take advantage of people.
That's the way it is.
Yeah. Anybody before Scully defends this, Tech C and KC, anything to say about the grabbing the women by the pussies?
I don't think our president should be saying that kind of shit,
You guys know I'm not a fan of the way you use the word grab them in the pussy. It's so violent. I don't like it. It's tacky. It's beyond porno. It's just wrong.
You gotta massage them by the pussy. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. If he said that, it'd be better.
Hey,
I like to gently just stroke their pussies.
Gently caress it.
Maybe it does sound very caveman, and he used the whole locker room talk. That's just locker room talk. That's how men talk in locker rooms. Now, we use this on our show. We always say, if you're a fly on the wall, you want to know how men think and talk, listen to our show. Do you think men talk like that in locker rooms? Do we talk like that? Talk about grabbing women by the pussies? I'll say, I've talked about how I smashed, or I was with this girl the other night and we, I hit and stuff like that. You could say that's cavemanish, smashing and hitting and all that. But I guess that's a kind of a creative way that Donald Trump said it. I just grab them by the pussies. Do men talk like that in the locker room? Do we talk like that around?
But you know what? Look. In all reality, man, like maybe this fucker, there's other conversation that he had prior to whatever the fuck he was talking about. We already know that. Maybe this fucker who was recording him, happened to just catch that phrase. But as men, we talk, and I'm not gonna say men and women, because women talk some raunchy shit too. So it's not just us. But speaking of men, because there's 5 of us here, we say some shit like that in private as homies, as friends. Hey, hey man, last night I did this, or last night I'm piggybacking off of what you're saying, but what this fucker said, like I said, man, motherfuckers are gonna say some shit. If you're gonna act on it, meaning that if you're gonna, hey man, I fucking raped this chick, like, oh shit.
Did he know he's being recorded? Vato,
nah,
I don't mean to interrupt.
I don't think he was being recorded, man.
See, that's some snake shit. That's some locker room talk. He should have been doing that. We said worse in locker rooms, you dirty motherfuckers.
Well, that's what he said. That was his defense. I was talking to.
I actually defended Trump.
Yeah, that was his defense. He said that, hey, that's locker room talk. That's how men talk.
I lost my black card.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. That's how men talk in the locker rooms. That's how we talk around each other. Locker room talk. That was his defense.
It's all right, man. I lost my Mexican card right now, so we're good. I'm defending him too. It's okay, Trump. You fucked up, but you were being recorded, so we'll give you that one.
Speaking of defending, Scully, you have the floor. What are your thoughts? How would you defend this?
This one's easy. I mean, I don't follow everything he did, so I'm excited for tonight. Yeah, he was talking to a buddy. He was recorded. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they knew it was being recorded. Maybe they didn't, but it was later used against him. Yeah, we're fucking dirty ass fools when we talk, man. We've had parking garage talk. Even some of the shit we say on this show, if you take it out of context, is not going to be good, man. So yeah, I don't. That's a non-issue for me.
We're all whores.
Yeah. And women would grab dudes by the dick, and they do. And I'd be shocked if one of you told me it hasn't happened to you. Like it fucking happens. So
I've been sexually molested by a female, so it's okay.
Right? Yeah. No, I've been raped, and I don't bitch about it.
There you go.
It's happened to me, and women, they tend, they unfortunately can get away with it a lot easier than men.
Right. Yeah. And I didn't mean to downplay rape right there. It's just a joke, people. So like, if you get mad,
Right.
fuck.
See, that's what I said earlier. Like, look, you can say whatever the fuck you want to say. It's freedom of speech, whatever. But like I said, like when you act on what you're saying, that's a different issue. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna go rape this female right now, I'll be right back, and you fucking do the act, then you're an idiot. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion.
Okay, let's get off it. We're saying rape too much.
No more
scary.
rape. Fuck it. No more
Oh my
288
God.
bullshit.
Yeah, you're making my butt pucker.
All right, number two, the porn star fiasco. He apparently, this is what's funny to me. This guy had sex with porn stars and paid them off and all kinds of stuff. And while they're getting on him about this, his defense for this is, well, at least I'm not bad as Bill Clinton. Look at all the women he's raped and this and this and that. He actually had the gall to bring up Hillary Clinton's husband's fiascos and all the women he supposedly raped, to put all the focus on that and take the focus off of him and what he's done with porn stars. You know,
but here's what they said. Here's what they said about that in that situation. The reason why they were getting him on that is because it's not that he paid off a porn star. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? He paid off a porn star with campaign money. That's what they were talking about.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not that he paid off a porn star with his money. He paid off a porn star with campaign money that was supposed to be used for a campaign. That's where they got him. It's not because he paid off this porn star chick. Fuck, you can fuck whoever you want. You're gonna pay her off so she can shut the fuck up so that your wife or your girlfriend or whoever the fuck doesn't find out. That's on you. But you're stupid enough to be using this money that they're donating to you so you can use it for your campaign, and you're paying off people. That's a felony. That's fraud. So,
right.
You know, that's where we're at. You know what I mean?
Good job of catching the facts on that one. I forgot to add that it was with campaign money, or I'm sorry, it was with was it with campaign money? Because I think
that was the campaign money. That's what he paid off the porn star with. That's why they wanted to get him for that.
And that's why they arrested Michael Cohen, his lawyer, who.
Yeah, because Michael Cohen said that he used he used his money from equity and this and that, but it wasn't that. You know, his stupid. Trump said it himself that he fucking paid off the chick with that money, and they still didn't fuck him over. So I don't know, man.
No, that guy can get away. He talk about 20 lies. All right, Tech C, KC, any thoughts before I go to Scully? Scully, how do you defend this?
I just defended him.
Yeah, I think I don't know, man. Yeah, if it was campaign money, then that's a problem, I guess, you know, but Cohen, I don't know how that connection happened. Maybe he used the campaign money to get laid.
He intimidated all the porn stars. He intimidated them by saying, if you report this, it's going to be, you know, like he threatened them.
All right, so fuck it. So here's my argument. Here's I'm going to defend him. So what? Even if he did use campaign funds, fuck that, dude. They all do it. Doesn't make it right, but they all do it.
Well,
I agree with Scully there, because every fucking politician has fucking some dirt on it.
Scully, we talked about this. You cannot use that as a defense that, hey, everybody's doing it. Remember, you can't say that. You can't use that as a tactic to defend Trump.
I didn't know that. I didn't see you guys didn't let me review the rules.
I didn't even review the fucking rules.
Did y'all fucking read the text? Jeez. I sent you that text. I sent it right after the other text.
Dude, you guys sound like a cackling women's locker room on that fucking text. I opened it up and there was fucking 50 text messages.
No, I sent one text today, and that was it.
I agree.
You agree with everything. You're a waffler. You agree with everything he says.
Shut up, boy. You're always crying over some.
I sent you one text. I sent that one text today, and that was it.
Stop crying. Go to the next one.
I'm so unprofessional. Okay.
We have one from a listener.
Okay, what is that?
Crystal Warner says, I think the most hurtful one or thing he's done is making fun of a reporter that had a disability.
Oh, yeah. That's when he was doing one of his 600 rallies he's done since he's been president. And there was a reporter that had a disability that interviewed him, and he was up there talking about the reporter and doing all this type of stuff here. and inciting his crowd, and his crowd just laughed at that whole incident.
Shout out to Crystal.
Yes.
Yeah,
Crystal.
Thank you, Crystal.
See, that's the. I'm gonna voice my opinion here. On this president here, and it's you know, no, okay, shkite the way. So here's the shit. Like, my shit is this with this fool way. This fool is one of these fuckers that has money, and he thinks he can get away, and he has gotten away with a lot of shit. But he's a bitch, dude. He's a straight fucking bitch. He's a coward, man. He's a fucking coward. Like, straight the fuck out. He's just one of those bullies that, like, I'm gonna talk shit and I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want. Oh, but I got my fucking people backing me up over here, and that you guys can't touch me. So I got my bodyguards. He's gonna be talking all this bullshit, and then you know, he's gonna have people defend them because we already know that we can't touch his ass because he's untouchable because he's the president of the United States. But if he was a regular fucking Joe out on the fucking streets and he's be talking shit, you already know somebody's gonna fuck him up. Straight the fuck out, dude. He just talks a lot of shit, a lot of fucking shit. He's a bully, man, and that's just one of those things that it just pisses me off as a person, because it's like, dude, you're the president of the United States and you're fucking treating the United States. The whole world is looking at us like a fucking joke right now, bro. Yeah, the whole fucking world is looking at us like a joke. We're a joke right now. And when Biden got elected, you know, even other presidents and other dictators are pretty much saying, "Hey, welcome back, America," because this fool was a dumb fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Look, and like I said, Republicans or Democrats, I don't give a shit who is in office, as long as they fucking take responsibility and as long as they're working for us or for me, and I'm doing good on my end. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
this has nothing to do with Republican or Democrat. This is all Trump. This is all.
Yeah, it is, man. It is. You know, it is. It's just like he's a fighter, man.
There's Republicans I respect. John McCain, I respect that guy. Mitt Romney, I respect him as a Republican. There are some Democrats I do not like. You know, we have a governor right now who's a Democrat that I'm not very happy with right now. So Scully, how do you defend that comment or what our fan just sent us with Trump making fun of the reporter with you know, who had issues? How do you defend that?
That was during the campaign, right? So
no, that's when he was president.
So what did he do? I don't know what that is. And
so a reporter.
So he mimicked.
Yeah, he was like mimicking a reporter that was the disabled, or he was mocking him. You know what I mean?
A disabled reporter. He was like, and he did it in this fashion here. He did it in that fashion.
Yeah, no, if I was president, I would not do that. Prior to it, I probably would have at some point in my life. I'm a joker. I'm a smoker. Midnight toker. So I'm going to say again, dude, no. Well, if I'm president, do I agree with that? If anyone's president, do I agree with that? Doing that in front of the American people? No, I can't defend that. And again, I'm going to say those are all fucking people just like you and I, and we fucking do that shit too. So I personally would rather see the real fucking person and not someone be up there and pretend to be someone they're not, dude. I mean, like
I would never make fun of a person with a disability. I would never.
If you know what, I wouldn't either on a normal day, but if they pissed me off, I absolutely will, because if you piss me off, I go for the jugular every time.
Well, we don't know if that pissed them off, but again, you're the president of the United States. You just don't do it, especially in public, you know?
I wouldn't do it. And if I did, I would be like, it'd be like checking your Facebook the morning after. I'd be like, what have I done?
Yeah.
And then only you can't delete it.
Yeah, but see, you're smart. You have a conscience. You look at something stupid you did the next day and go, what have I done? Trump has he doesn't do that. He can't.
It's like a one night stand. We all fucked up in a club, and you come home and you're like, oh shit, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, you're blacked out, and maybe you just put stupid shit on there. At least you can get up and delete it.
Trump will fuck her and look at her the next day and go, it's somebody else's fault. I didn't do it.
It wasn't me.
I hardly knew her. That's his thing. All right. Yeah, it wasn't me. Okay. Bleachgate. Bleachgate. You guys know what I'm talking about. In case you don't, this is Trump. When COVID was first here, the beginning stages of COVID. Actually, this was in the mid stages of COVID. He actually stood up at a press conference, looked at his one of the physicians or whatnot, the COVID specialist, and asked her in front of everybody, well, you know, from what I understand, we can actually ingest bleach, have them ingest bleach, and maybe rub their tummies with bleach and swallow bleach and bleach. And this woman looked at him like, what the fuck are you putting me in this? Why are you asking me this dumbass? I can't believe you're asking me this shit in front of the world and saying this dumb shit in front of that lady. Looks so uncomfortable with that question. She actually retired later. But Trump, what I'm saying is Trump actually considered telling the American people, he actually did tell the American people to possibly ingest bleach to get rid of COVID. Scully's laughing over here.
I was just thinking, why am I the only one laughing?
That shit is
Lots of people laughing.
dumb. That is the dumbest shit. Okay, Tech C looks like he has something to say. I want to hear from Tech C. What do you got to say about that?
Laughing.
Oh, yeah, the laughing board. Yeah, people are laughing. America's laughing at that shit. Vato V, you were laughing too. What do you have to say?
Look, man, I'm gonna just say this, dude. If you know that this fucker has no idea what the fuck he's talking about, and his own scientists and doctors are telling him like, hey man, don't do this, don't do that. Whatever he's telling you to do the opposite. You know what I mean? But if you're dumb enough, I'm sorry, but
people were.
Listen, but if you're stupid enough to drink fucking bleach, if you're stupid enough to ingest some shit in your body that you know is toxic, I'm sorry, but you're an idiot. Simple shit.
And you know what? And that's the problem. There's a lot of idiots out there who listen to him.
They don't deserve to be here.
As we see what's happening today, who listen to him and actually did that shit. And they had to come out with all kinds of special messages. Do not ingest bleach. Do not swallow bleach. That shit will not get rid of COVID.
Look, all the people that listen to him to storm the Capitol, and they're all in jail now. A bunch of them.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. But yeah, so basically, yeah, that was the dumbest shit I'd ever heard. And you're the president of the United States, and you got dumbass people who actually out there who listen to it. And Bato V, in your words, if they're dumb enough to listen to that and swallow bleach, then that's 18. That's Trump.
I'm sorry, bro. Look, I'm sorry. We can't help you, man. Like, I understand, man. I understand that you're looking for like some kind of cures. I understand all that shit. But if you're the president of the United States and you're up there and you're stupid enough to say some shit like this in front of a live audience, in front of the fucking world, and you're fucking and you're saying this shit to people, and people are still stupid enough to fucking listen. Oh Lord, I'm sorry. I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna even go with this one. I'll leave it alone. Next one.
Scully, how do you defend that?
You guys defended half of it. I mean, fuck, dude. If you're willing to fucking just go drink straight bleach, go for it. I think you should do it too. We don't need you. Yeah. But I guess my biggest defense, if I had to fucking protect the man right now, I would say that if you have an emergency pack, you better have some bleach in there, because if you have bad water, that's the #1 ingredient to clean that shit up, so you have healthy drinking water in case of emergency. So yeah, it is okay to ingest bleach at a certain level if you know what you're doing, but if you don't, you're an idiot. I don't believe in protecting the idiots either, though. I mean, I don't think that listening to these motherfuckers.
Wait.
Like,
isn't
if you're gonna drink bleach, we don't fucking need you. Take their smartphone because they're retarded. They don't have I said retarded. Fuck. So if you take that clip and cut it out of the whole show, I'm a horrible human being.
But you're not president. Not yet.
So yeah, you get where I'm going. I'm done with that one. Bleach is a good thing. If you want to shoot it straight, you might want to check yourself.
Scully, in your defense, in Scully's defense, you're defending all this dumb shit right off the cuff. So good job for, because I'm throwing this on you right off the cuff. Hey, how do you defend it? How do you defend that? You didn't even really have a chance to review any of this. You're defending it off the cuff. So in your defense, you know, I'll give that to you. I'll give you.
No, I appreciate that too, because yeah, I don't follow the president, no matter who the fuck they are, on a regular basis. Like I'll just kind of look, dab here and there. They're not worth my time, dude. I'm so much better than them. It's fuck them. And that's the thing. This is a different show, but I mean, people don't vote for a person, especially on the people who lean more Republican. It's about the idea, not the person. The person's going to be gone in 4 years. So you have to pick the things that matter the most. So the people who think that all of the people who vote for Trump worship every word he says is going to do what he says. They're fools, man. They're fools. That's not what people are about. It's a small portion of idiots that drink bleach.
They are.
Hey, you know what? Hey, and you know what? Like, hey, well, we're talking about, see, Republican. I think this is my, you know, I'm just based on what I read. The Republican Party is mostly business. Their whole attire is business, which I can understand for the that they want the best for the United States, you know, and also the Democrats is different policies in regards to like humanity and stuff like that. So, you know, but I'm, you know, in my opinion, Trump came in and people thought since he was a businessman, he's gonna fucking make things better. Like, how the fuck do you have a slogan saying that "Make America Great Again" when America was already fucking badass? Like, this just goes to prove that he fucked it up. Like, he didn't make it better, he made it worse. Like, he fucking brought out the racism, the fucking bigotry, the disrespect. Like, it just, this country went to shit. It went to shit. Well, not almost. We're not almost there. We're not there yet. But you know, it just brought out the true colors on people, and it's fucking sad, bro. It's fucking sad. Like,
you know what? And I get where you're going from it, but I don't see it as like we can't blame him for people acting the way they do. I see it as he exposed all of this.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
On both sides. And he's exposed how nasty human beings can be to each other. There's people I know that I'm like, oh my God, fuck you too. Yeah. Like, people, you're just blown away by. He exposed everything.
I agree. Scully and Vato V, since you agree with him. If I work in a jail, okay, and I'm dealing with a bunch of criminals, okay, and I go into that jail and I go, hey guys, let's go fight and take this and rob people and rape people and do what we want to do and da-da-da-da-da, and I'm inciting all this. I know you blame the criminals for going out there and actually doing that action, but I don't get any blame for that, for inciting these guys and hyping these guys up to go out and do all this dumb shit. You're basically saying I should get none of the blame for inciting this stuff and hyping all this stuff up.
Hey, hold on. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that, you know, he was talking, he said his shit. Yeah, he said it and he did whatever the fuck. Maybe he said it in a subliminal messages as well. Some of them are direct. But you have people out there, bro, that fucking went all out and they did some stupid shit. And I'm talking about every race. It's not just the white race or the blacks or Hispanics. It's every race, bro. We saw some nasty shit on one race. We saw some nasty shit and despicable shit on another. So it's like, does that make it any better? No, it does not. Yeah, this motherfucker exposed them. But you know what, though? Yeah, he's a leader. A lot of people are going to listen to him, you know. And I'm not saying that he's not to blame. I'm not saying that. Does he have some shit to blame? Yeah. Huh?
Scully said we shouldn't blame him, and you said you agree with that.
No. I didn't. What I'm saying is, he said what he said. What he's doing, people are following him. Yeah, there's some fucking way we can blame this fool, but people are responsible for their own actions, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? If I tell you, hey, bro, you know what? Fuck it, like you're dying of cancer, bro. So hey, might as well just end it. Go fucking jump off the bridge. Yeah. Am I gonna get blamed for you jumping off the bridge?
Well, yeah. You have people who actually are getting arrested for, like, you have these cases where I think you had a case where a girlfriend told her boyfriend to kill himself, and she incited him to do it, and he did it, and she went to jail for it. So by law, yeah, you are to blame for that. And then, yes, you're right, Vato V. People are gonna be held responsible for their actions, which is why you have all these people who are getting arrested right now by the FBI for doing that stupid shit. And now they're going after the inciter or the inciters, that being Donald Trump. That's why he got impeached today. And they're talking about going after him criminally. And Rudy Giuliani, who may lose his license, and all these people or whatnot. So I think you should blame the inciter or the person who hypes these criminals up just as much as you should blame the criminal.
Okay, what I was in this matter, we're talking about this fucking riot that happened in the Capitol. The reason why they're going after him right now is because there was death. There was a lot of people that died during this shit, which involved the police officer. So and the reason why a police officer died was because this fucker was telling the people, hyping them up, hey, go do this, we're gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you that if a police officer was not involved in or died or some shit like that, none of this shit would have been happening right now with this impeachment shit. That's just my opinion.
I hear you, V. I think it would, because of all the damage they did. I mean, you stormed a government building.
The Capitol.
The Capitol. It's supposed to be the safest place in the United States next to the Pentagon. You just went up there and like, fuck it. I don't believe in this election. It was stolen because Donald Trump told him it was stolen. Been telling him that for years. So I'm gonna go here and I'm just gonna, like that one dude, like, this is my desk. Nancy Pelosi, I pay the bills, I pay the taxes, this is my desk. So I just sat on the desk and I shit and then I pissed all over her desk. You know that dude from Arkansas who talks like that. You don't do that. You don't do it, and there are consequences to shit like that.
But here's a question. Here's a question. Here's a question to that. And I'm gonna, I just want to ask because I'm curious. We talk about that it's the safest, it should be the safest and most protected. I get it. I understand. We got our lawmakers, we got a lot of fucking high motherfuckers up there. Like the vice president of the United States, they wanted to go after him, and Nancy Pelosi and the Republican Party and the Democrat Party. I understand that. Yeah, 40 to 50,000 people coming to the fucking White House. The Capitol and storming it. Now, as a police officer, what the fuck are you supposed to do, and how the fuck are you gonna defend that? Are you gonna start shooting every motherfucker that's gonna try to come in there, or what are you supposed to do?
More people didn't get shot.
Yeah, you don't.
More people didn't get shot.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, I'm just asking the question. In my opinion, as an officer, hey, we gotta protect this shit. Start shooting.
And you don't take selfies with them. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
That's why they're getting investigated.
And I agree with that. Those dumbasses are fucking taking pictures.
You don't do this. You don't allow, because they're being investigated for, some of these officers are actually allowing and opening up certain doors for these people to come in. They're saying it was an inside job. And my thing is, these people must have gotten the confidence somewhere to do this and think they can get away with it, besides what Donald Trump told them. Somebody must have told them, you're gonna do this and I'll have your back. If you do this, don't worry about it, I'll have your back. If you get arrested, I'll get you out, whatever. Something gave the initial people the confidence to do this. And they're discovering this whole thing and trying to find it out. They're saying once the investigation is over, people are gonna be shocked.
So many people showed up with flex cuffs and gear and military gear, and people had guns. Some of those people had guns
and bombs,
pipe bombs.
What is it?
Molotov cocktails. I mean, they had all kinds of shit. They were ready for fucking.
Ready for war.
Did I say IUDs?
Nobody's gonna get pregnant on my watch.
Impregnated the Capitol.
I mean, and then there's one girl. This clip, I don't know if you saw it, but she's walking out, and this reporter says, "Why did you go in there?" She's like, "I got pepper sprayed," and she said, "Why did you go in there?" Because it's a revolution.
Yeah,
they're so brainwashed, and how are they talking about this on a dark web or a black web thread? I mean, they're getting the information in there because a lot of people showed up.
Hey, see that same woman you're talking about?
Yeah,
it was discovered that she was using an onion to make herself.
So they came prepared because they knew that they were going to get gassed. They said that was an antidote for that.
Yeah.
And here's another one. Like, how is it that you're saying that Blue Lives Matter and God bless America and I respect the flag, but then again
you're kicking the shit out of some of them.
You're beating a fucking police officer with the American flag.
Yeah.
That makes absolutely no motherfucking sense to me. Like, that's unbelievable, man. Like, And we understand, look, man, we say blue lives matter and every life matter, whatever it is, man. But here's the shit though. If you're gonna be such a hypocrite with that shit, like that's just so much that there was just so much bullshit, so much shit that has happened in these last fucking 4 years. And I kid you not, man, I've been fucking watching CNN and fucking Fox News. I have never before this president, I have never really been involved in politics or give a fuck about politics.
Same here.
But after this motherfucker, I'm like, God, the fuck, what's next? Like, what the fuck is this fool? What is this fool bringing to the table, man?
Every week, you know, and let me say this, and I want to go to Scully. The thing that really, really gets to me, grinds my gears, as Scully says, you know, I feel like I want to do a Delano red rant.
Wait,
it's while all this was going on. Whoa, let me finish. While all this was going on, this fucker, this dipshit, was in his office or in his bunker or wherever the fuck, watching all this on his screen and just elated while his sons and his son's girlfriends and all that are dancing and shit like that and having this jovial, happy moment. This fucker was sitting around enjoying all of this. And the only reason why he got on tape and said this dumb shit, we love you, you're special, is because his advisors told him you need to say something so this won't look totally bad on you.
Hey,
so fucked up.
Real quick, there's a guy on our thread saying, Brett Smurl saying, investigate, the truth will come out if freedom of speech isn't smothered out like it's by big tech right now. Wake the fuck up. He's calling us hypocrites. BLM and Antifa, why aren't you focused on the 6 months of burning, looting? Why didn't you? Why? Fucking hypocrites. He's calling us hypocrites.
Okay.
Blue lives do matter. BLM, Antifa killed more than 6 cops. Hey, Brett, DM me real quick, and we can get you on the phone real quick. So DM me real quick.
Yeah, do it. Let's do it. We'll call you.
Yeah, Brett. I got some
That's
words.
actually my rant.
If he wants to compare this dumb shit that just happened to the Capitol to Black Lives Matter, I got some shit I want to say to him.
Hey, but hold on though. But here's the shit though.
And that's what I was just gonna say is, did you guys watch the rally that they're saying he incited all this? Like, we already know it was pre-planned, but there was a rally right before it.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch it? Because I did after the fact. I would never watch it just to watch it, but I watched it after the fact. And he didn't tell anyone to go be violent. He said, go protest. This is your right to do so.
Okay, but
the cops did let him in. I have video of them letting them in. But they opened the gates and they opened the doors to the Capitol and let him in.
He said, go march, it will be wild. And then once it happened, here's the thing. Once it happened, he as the president had the right to call or had the ability to call the National Guard. And he did not. Vice President Pence had to do that, had to take that lead and call the National Guard. While Vice President, while they were saying, kill Pelosi and hang Pence, Trump is not defending his fellow senators and Republicans and all that stuff, and fellow man and police officers and all that stuff. He's sitting there watching this stuff, watching these police officers get beat to death, watching his Mike Pence be threatened and Pelosi and all those lives being threatened and these senators' lives being threatened and people getting shot, and he still did not call out the National Guard. Pence had.
He can't.
He can. You're the president. Yes, you can.
No, the governors call out the governor of every state is in control of the National Guard. That is
the president of the United States. You over.
No, dude, read the Constitution.
Dude,
Jesus Christ.
Dude, look at your facts. Yes, look at your facts. The president supersedes all of that. You supersede the governor.
No, they don't. No, they don't. Just like the mask mandate.
Okay.
There's no national mask mandate.
Scully.
Each state regulates that.
Okay, then find that information right now and tell me where it says only the governors can make that call and the president of the United States cannot.
Google it.
Find that. No, you find it. I already know. I know.
I already did.
You find then show me.
Dude, I carry a fucking pocket-sized fucking Constitution with all the amendments in it in my backpack.
Show me that the president is not the president cannot make the call to call the National Guard.
Do you really? You roll like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
In case someone wants to fucking argue with me, I like this.
Oh, come on. You don't want to do that.
I got an example for you. When the first black college students tried to attend Alabama, some college in Alabama, Faubus stood there and said that they are not allowed into that school. The president of the United States called the National Guard. He was the governor. Faubus was the governor. Called the National Guard to get these students cleared to attend that university because he's the president of the United States. It was Kennedy that did that. The president of the United States supersedes the governor's calls to make when it comes to calling the National Guard. President George Bush had to call the National Guard when it came to President George Bush had to call the National Guard during the LA riots. It was on President George Bush. So you're not accurate on that, bro. I promise I would be willing to put I'd pay you $500 if you can show me the facts that the president cannot supersede that.
Cool. I'll send it to you tomorrow, man. Start writing that fucking check, or I'll send you my fucking routing number.
Hey, Scully, Brett said to text me his number.
So you can pay me.
Huh?
Brett said to text me his number so we can get him on the phone.
You know him? Scully?
Who?
One of your people?
Brett
Brett,
Smurl?
Brett
Oh, yeah, that
said,
sounds
he
like
said on
Scully's
the messages that Scully can give you my number.
That sounds like one of your people.
Hang on. Go ahead and continue.
Yeah, while
I gotta
Scully's
look
looking
at
for that. So next is the military are pussies. Everyone in the military are pussies. Why do they fight for this country? What do they get out of it? The military pussies comment. What do you say about that? You guys remember that? When Trump said that everyone who fights in the military are pussies. He even insulted John McCain for that, for being a war criminal. He was like, I don't respect John McCain because he got caught. I don't respect people who get caught.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, well,
see, but all that shit is this fool's just being a dumbass, dude. Like he's just talking out of his ass because somebody pissed him off, and it's just stupid. You know what I mean? Like you got people that are fighting in the middle. I have a brother. I have a couple brothers that are veterans. I have a couple friends that are veterans. It's like come on, dude. They've gone to combat, so it's like, to me that's a disrespect.
Homework. What do I need to do homework for? I already got degrees.
Oh, what's that?
KC, you're on live. You're on a hot mic, KC. Yeah, I hear you about Toby. It was a dumb comment. It was stupid. It was disrespectful. It was inconsiderate, and that's why his ass got ousted out of there by the military. They voted his ass out of there. All right, next one. While Scully's looking for that, the Russian infiltration, the defending of Vladimir Putin and all his cohorts for infiltrating infiltrating our electoral system. Trump has been in cahoots with Vladimir Putin throughout this whole process and never went after him, never had him investigated. It's like he's besties with Vladimir Putin.
Well, because it's to his best interest, because do you not understand that he has business over there? There's a lot of businesses that he has out there. So, in order for him to be cool with them, he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck, because I'm not gonna be able to make money off this dude. So it's all about business, man. It has nothing, and for him, he doesn't give a fuck about whoever the fuck else is out here. Man. He gives a fuck about his businesses. That's just fucking cheddar, dude. So he's not gonna give a fuck about what anybody says, dude. Like, you swear.
Okay, dumb shit. I'm just going down the list. Okay, $750 in taxes. This fool only paid $750 in taxes, not for 1 year, but I think
if he can get away with that, I would do it too. Fuck it.
I agree. Hey, I agree with that. Hey, man, ever since he became president, I fucking paid taxes those 3 fucking years in a row already with this fucker. Like, fuck. And I think I'm gonna pay again this year, son of a bitch.
So losing money. You're losing
That's
money.
your fault.
I'm losing money, man.
You guys want to bring Brett on or what?
Yes, please.
Bring him on.
Okay, I'm gonna call him.
Set him up, Brett.
All right.
We're gonna call you.
Scully, how do you defend $750? Okay, let's wait. See if Brett answers.
He pays tons of taxes in all his businesses.
Is that you guys right now?
Hey, Brett, how you doing? Yeah,
I'm good.
So, Brett,
how are you?
we're on live.
Brett, you made a comment about.
I'm here. Hold on. Let me mute this so I don't get all.
Yeah, we're getting double.
There we go.
Hey, Brett, we're going to
What's
give you.
going on?
Hi, welcome to the Mentality Show. Thank you for answering the phone. You made a comment on our line. Thank you for being a fan. You made a comment, and we're going to give you a chance to defend this comment, comparing the infiltration or the insurrection of the Capitol last Wednesday to the Black Lives Matter.
Insurrection, Delano.
Mhm.
Delano or Delano?
Delanus.
Delanus.
That's what we call him.
Either way,
There was no insurrection. There was a bunch of people who stormed the Capitol that shouldn't have, and they got out of control.
Okay, so you don't call that an insurrection? What's your definition of an insurrection? What's your definition of an insurrection?
Insurrection is when people try to overthrow the government, in my opinion. I don't believe that's what happened here.
Well,
I believe that there were a handful out of 100,000 people that broke through barriers that were set up that weren't even prepared for what could have become of what happened.
So bombs and Molotov cocktails
Brett,
and
yeah, exactly. I mean, you had what, 100 people that actually got into the Capitol and did this shit?
No, there were more than 100 so far. There were hundreds.
But out of that whole group of people, and you're focused on one day of people mostly really peacefully protesting.
Peaceful.
Okay, so Brett, these couple of hundred people, their goal was to overthrow the government. They were trying to interfere with the process, the electoral vote process. That is an insurrection. That is trying to overthrow a government process.
Will be punished.
So,
those people will be punished.
And they are being punished. But
who's to say that the rest of those 100,000 people weren't there for the same reason? I mean, they all gathered. And how can you say that they weren't there for the whole reason?
If they really wanted to take over the Capitol, they could have done it. Okay, because if you listen and did the research between the time that this happened and today, you would find out that the sergeant at arms guy, those guys are giving testimony right now as to what actually happened. And they're saying that they weren't advised that there was going to be any kind of craziness like there was.
So Brett, just because all 30,000 or 40,000 people did not try to enter
30
the
or 40,000 people.
Brett, let me finish. Brett, let me finish, please. So you're saying just because 30, 40,000 people at the same time didn't try to infiltrate the Capitol, it was not an insurrection. Is that what you're saying? It's because, there were 200 people that made their way into the Capitol. You're saying because all 30,000 did not, that's not considered an insurrection?
I don't think it was considered an insurrection, because if it was, they would have gone through with what they were wanting to do. They would have been able to do it.
You're by your definition, you're saying because all 30,000 people did not try to enter the Capitol, it's not considered an insurrection. That makes no sense, Brett. Even if one person tried to enter the Capitol, that's an insurrection.
Let me ask you this: why are we focused on the one day when there was 7 to 8 months of people being violent, attacking federal buildings, attacking cities? I mean, look at Seattle. Seattle was taken over basically by a bunch of thugs.
Okay.
Why are we focused on one day?
Let me tell you why.
One small group of people. I'm not excusing it, and I've said that, and I even posted the link to President Trump's address today.
Okay, bro, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why we're focused on what happened last Wednesday compared to the Black Lives Matter movement. Number one, just like you said, out of those 30,000 people, there were a handful of people who entered the Capitol. The same thing with the Black Lives Matter movement, okay? The Black Lives Matter movement was a movement. It was for a great cause. This was addressing the inequality in our justice system. It's addressing inequality total. Okay, that's for a good cause. These people entered the Capitol because they didn't believe. They believed that the system or that their guy was cheated out of being president, which is not true.
Let's not forget that the BLM movement during those peaceful protests, there was a lot of people who were looting and rioting that had nothing to do with Black Lives Matter. That only just showed up just to do the rioting.
Getting them
and looting.
Oxycontins, baby. Getting them Oxycontins.
Right. You're right, but that's exactly what Brett's trying to tell you guys right now, man. Those people that did that shit in the Capitol, that they were let in, that was pre-planned, and that had nothing to do with the rest of the protests. It's the same shit.
Look at the video. There's some video
footage
of law enforcement allowing people to come in.
Yeah,
you got to call
the barricades out of the way.
But Brett, you got to call it what it is. Just like with the Black Lives Matter movement, you call those people rioters, right? Okay. Yes. What they did was unlawful. Don't say that what they did was unlawful and then say what these people did was, not unlawful, or basically it shouldn't, that the whole, all these other people, that this was not an insurrection.
Either or, it's the same. They're both guilty, both parties, and one party was going on for 6 to 8 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
Agree.
What I disagree with is how it was handled. The whole Black Lives Matter movement, the way that was handled was completely different than how this situation was handled.
But see, here, this is what I got. This is my opinion on this. Okay, Black Lives Matter, or what happened last Wednesday, with the riot in the Capitol. There were people that were protesting in regards to, like, they didn't like it, whatever. The election was stolen. And Black Lives Matter, there were people that were obviously pissed off because, hey, they're civil rights and stuff like that. I get it. But on both ends, there's fucking people that are fucking idiots that are gonna fuck it up for everybody else. You know what I mean? That are peaceful protesters that are doing some shit that they believe that they believe something's wrong, and they're trying to protest. And there's always gonna be these dumbasses that are gonna mess it up for those peaceful protesters, whether it's Black Lives Matter or it's these Trump supporters. That's the way it goes.
Vato V, what I'm saying though is that you guys, like, you start your show and you just launch into Trump. That's all you do on all the shows. I've been watching now. I'll be honest, I've just been watching for the last 4 or 5 months. And
thank you, Brett.
All you
appreciate that.
But I enjoy a lot of what you guys say, and I appreciate that there's a diversity here on this group. But the problem is that you guys do nothing but go off on Trump. And that's the way his whole presidency has been. He hasn't been given a chance. I mean, from day one. And I didn't even know, I honestly thought he wasn't gonna win.
Look, Brett, I'm gonna tell you something real quick, Brett, and this is just my opinion. Let me tell you this, okay? When it comes down to the president of the United States, like I said, and I stated, I don't care if you are Republican, and I don't care if you're a Democrat. If you're gonna be a president of the United States, you're gonna be a president for the people. It doesn't matter what party you are. This guy here, it doesn't give a fuck about the Republican Party. Obviously, he doesn't give a shit about the Democratic Party. All he cares about is himself. And I've supported George Bush because I like George Bush. You know what I'm saying? I've supported other presidents like Ronald Reagan, because the reason I supported Ronald Reagan is because my family, he gave them amnesty. You know what I mean? Because I'm Mexican, so he gave my family amnesty. The Democratic Party, that's a different situation. But in regards to the Republican Party, this guy here has not done anything, in my opinion, has not done anything good for the country. Just chaos. It's chaotic. He's divided everybody, and it sucks. And as a Mexican, it sucks because he's disrespected my culture, and he's disrespected other races, and they've asked him to denounce on public, on television, they asked this dude to denounce racism, and he did not do it. So how is it that I'm going to respect the person or the president of the United States when he's not denouncing racism? You know what I mean? And like I said, Brett, like to me, it doesn't matter what president is on there, whether there's Democratic or Republican. Yeah. If you are on there to do something good for the country, hey, by all means, man,
he's just
I respect
a shitty person, period.
Whatever.
Right.
Yeah, but this person has nothing to do with the Republican Party. He messed it up for the Republican Party. You know, that sucks. You know, look, that's just my opinion. You know, I don't know. We're ripping a asshole, a new asshole in this dude because he's done some stupid shit.
Brett, let me piggyback a little bit, Brett. Now I'll give you a chance to talk. I'm sorry. The one difference between the Black Lives Matter movement and what happened the other day, the Trump movement, is one person, and that's Trump. With the Black Lives Matter movement, there was not somebody out there telling these rioters to do these things that they've been doing. There's not somebody out there saying go and you know and rob these places and riot and break into these places and all that. There's not one person out there, especially in the United States, of the president of the United States or a leader out there telling these people to do that. These people are doing that on their own, and they're just dumbasses, and they need to be prosecuted like everyone else. Anyone who's doing anything against the law, whether you're white, black, or whatever cause it's for, you need to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. The only difference here is Donald J. Trump. That's it.
Dick Stain Trump.
Look, I hear what you guys are saying, but however, we agree, and we're going to have to disagree on a lot of stuff that you're saying too.
Agree.
And
that's what this country is all
there's
about.
not going to. I don't think there's going to be any unity anytime soon. There really isn't.
No,
I agree.
Think that there's. However, I hear both sides saying that I got 74 million votes, I got 80 million votes. It doesn't matter. Half the country hates the other half.
Yep.
Not me, baby. I'm all about unity. My life is unified. We unity over here.
I agree.
That's what happens when you smoke weed.
The problem is that
give me a hug, Casey. Give me a hug.
Look.
Wait,
let me say something, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a middle-aged white guy, and I'm telling you, I have never seen so much hate as I see now, and I don't like it. I hate it.
Agree.
And I don't like it between either side. I don't care. Nobody can talk rationally with each other anymore. And until that happens,
we're too PC.
We're never going to come together. Never. It's going to get worse.
Agree.
Brett,
I agree, Brett.
I agree with everything you said, Brett, and you're so right. And I fear a civil war here. But to me, the reason why there's all this division, the reason why there's all these issues and half the country hating the other half is because of one man and one man only, and that's you, boy, Donald J. Trump.
He made it. He made it okay. He made it okay to be racist.
Delano, let me hear what KC has to say, because I've seen him trying to talk. Can we hear what he has to say for a minute?
No, he's shot. Yeah, she
smoked that.
I'm sorry. I'm being unprofessional, Brett. I'm in a conversation over here. I'm getting some advice about something. Cool. I'm very narcissistic. I'm a narcissist. Listen, when they don't make a show about me, I don't want to be here.
I listen to all you guys, and I really wish that there would be more neutrality instead of the way it is. Okay, and I don't get that. I don't think that's going to happen. I'll keep listening, and I'll keep commenting.
After January 20th,
I appreciate you having me on the show and giving me a time to talk.
Hey, Brett, I appreciate you answering the phone and having the balls to answer the phone and address your beliefs with all of us here, because as you said, you
talk like men.
You know there are a lot of us on this show are anti-Trump, and you still had the balls to answer the phone and give your opinion. And I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Shout out to you, Brett. Shout out to you, Brett.
Hey, Brett, happy to see you, Brett.
And I'll
hey,
keep
listen up, man. Hey, listen up, man.
Fuck you, Brett. Fuck you.
I'm sorry, you too, my brother.
Hey, I can't say that to you, Brett.
Guys, let Brett finish. Hey, Brett, what did you say before you're going to get interrupted on this show, man? It's hard to get a word in. What are you saying?
No, I'm just saying, fuck all of you guys, and I love you, and I'll keep listening, keep fighting my fight, just like you do, okay?
Thank you, Brett. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you, man.
Though, once in a while here.
Good talking to you.
There you go, Brett. Hey. You know, and thank you, Brett. Keep watching. You know, I want to say to all of our listeners out there and to the world, thank you, Brett. you just saw a man who had a completely different opinion than most of us on this show. And we were able to give the fist bump and show some love to each other. And that's how America used to be. And that's what America needs to come back to. Okay. So if you don't believe anything we say here today, or you don't get any message out of today, let Brett be an example. And Brett, we really appreciate your call of how we all, we're going to disagree. Scully, he disagrees with a lot of the shit I say and what we say. He's the only guy. But it's all love, man. We love that guy. You know, we'll give the clothes off. Well, you guys will give the clothes off your back for him.
I'll give him my underwear.
I was about to say the clothes off my nuts.
I got you.
All right. So before we get out, that was a great call, Brett. Thank you.
Yes.
Tech C, that was a good idea having people call in. I appreciate that. I didn't know we could do that on Zoom.
We just started to be able to do that.
That's awesome, man. I love it. See, we can do that now on our show. So before we end this thing, Scully does this thing called the Scully Red Rant. We're not going to do that today because I'm just playing. We're going to go ahead and let Scully get some shit off his chest, or he's going to probably infiltrate or insurrect the damn Pentagon if we don't do that. So
get an erection.
Insurrections. So before we get out of here, before we do this, the views and opinions expressed by Scully do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions expressed by the rest of us on this show. Viewer discretion. We don't give a fuck. There we go. Scully, you got
We don't give a fuck. None of us five right here. You guys stole my rant. And actually, I think Brett might have done it. So fuck you, Brett. You took my rant. My rant was, dude, so many people let all those fucking riots just go fucking left unsaid last year, and one riot showed up and people had American flags, and I felt like they were offended by that. So now they had to fucking like pull out their tampon. It was over fucking soaked, and then they had to pump in a new one. And so everybody cried, and I don't want to fucking see that anymore. So since you guys stole that rant, I'll redo it. Fuck that rant. You know what I'm gonna rant about now? Do you realize that whole conversation with Brett that there was while I was quiet and you guys, I could see everybody wanting to get the word in, and yeah, Brett's going, you guys are going, and I'm like, you know what? You know what pisses me off is how many times I've watched people argue and they all agree, because y'all fucking argued saying the same fucking thing, but it's a communication thing. It didn't come out fucking right. So the other person wanted to say what they wanted to say when you all really agreed, until like Delano at the end, he just focused on Trump. And that was his argument. He's like, it's all Trump. That's the difference. And that almost sealed the deal. It was like, it almost seemed tense the whole fucking time, but everyone agreed, but they were still trying to argue. And that fucking pisses me off.
All right, that is Scully. He got it off his chest, getting it off his red chest with his Scully Red Rant. Folks, that is our show. If you want to catch this show and our past episodes of our Zoom shows, our studio shows, we've been doing this thing for the past, 2.5 years now, gentlemen, something like that. If you want to catch all of our shows, watch us on YouTube. Every show is up on YouTube. You can also see our skits. We haven't done too many skits this year, of course, because of COVID. That's going to change once things slow down. Yeah, folks, you can catch our shows on YouTube. You can catch us on Spotify. You can catch us on iTunes Radio. Anywhere you get your podcast, we will be there. As I always say, if this world ended today, it'll be cockroaches in the mentality show.
That's right.
So we're here to stay, folks. Brett, again, thank you for the brave call.
Yeah, that's right, Brett. Much love, brother. Much love, Brett. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Now that we have,
sorry, I don't want to cut you off, man. But like I said, we're gonna have. But I don't give a fuck. Hey, but like I said, we're gonna agree to disagree. Appreciate the fact. Much love to you guys, man. Love you guys, man. Fuck this. I gotta get out of here. Let's go.
Yeah. You gotta
go, bro. Gotta go.
It means
I gotta go.
You guys take a shit. All right, so folks, if you would just shut the fuck up. Okay, so that is our show, folks. We are done. Remember, folks, in life, you're good, but with our help, you could be the best. Yes. All right, folks. Vámonos. See you next week. Peace.
Later, y'all.
Call us.